No, go.
Okay, so it's Goths and Hunts, and as you can see, red player is going to be Goth, and blue player is Hunts. Hunts, green for China, yellow, Goth for the SY team. It's going to be red, so it's here, as you can see, it's a Goth versus a Goth here situation on the left side, and Hunts versus Hunts on the right side. Of course, we're expecting here the L Clan to be the big favorites of this, and looks like green already doing some nice damage here. No, he wasn't able to snipe a villager, so looks like L Clan here is gonna be fine. This early beginning with the scouts is always important to see if you manage to actually kill any villagers and put your opponent behind as fast as possible. Anyway, champions and Huskarls going on here for yellow. I would be surprised to see something else from the red player. Of course, it's not. Well, it's only paladin so far. Sorry, only champion so far. So you gotta think red player has the better army composition here at this point, at least. Few paladin raids here from Hingua, trying to snipe a few villagers, and looks like he wasn't able to kill any so far. And looking at the populations, you gotta think the experience from the L Clan team is gonna give them an edge at some point in the game. And looking at the populations, looks like it is indeed. Look at red player, he's the Goth player, he's a lot more population than yellow player. That's the other Goth player, already doing some raiding here. You gotta think why exactly this Goth go for Huskarls, because they're gonna die to the champions. So you gotta think why exactly he's doing that. I don't know if he was afraid from the cavalry archer raid. I'm not sure why exactly he went for that. Anyway, first raid here by red gets fought off really easily by yellow. He didn't have much trouble in getting rid of that. And now looks like blue player is the one moving in towards green. That's Hingua. The first fight happening. Looks like Hingua has a lot more army here, as far as I can see. So blue really does need to go back for a little bit. But look at the difference in population between blue and between green. That's over 20 population difference. And looks like Yo wasn't really able to do much with this Huskarls here. I don't know if he was just trying to help green with it, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that much. The population numbers just keep the population difference just keeps increasing, and blue player still has a lot more. In the meanwhile, the Goth, the red player, coming in from the left side to try and help this as well. And that castle is going to be up. Yeah, it's up. I think you gotta think that a green player should have targeted that villager to try and stop it. And the fight's still going, and it looks like a lot of paladins are still alive here for green players. A nice shot so far, but you gotta think with time this castle is gonna be able to hold this position for the blue player. In the meanwhile, it's a red, that's L Clan True, trying to do some raids here on the left side. I do wonder why exactly he has a few helps here. Maybe he's afraid of the paladin raids, not sure. But those scorpions seems to be doing the job. Go ahead, Martin.
Really strange. If you look at the bottom, the left-hand corner, L Clan True, the red player, is building barrack after barrack after barrack from the bottom corner.
Is this a trade raid? Is this just
no,
some units?
Well, I don't know what he's trying to do there. I just thought it was strange.
It's something you don't see very often, do you? It's something
no.
I don't see all the time. And looking
initially, when I looked at it, I thought, oh, he's going to mark it from there, but no, it was barracks anyway. Sorry.
Was the barracks, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this fight. It looks like the population still largely in favor of L Clan Rage here. That's 60 more population when comparing directly with green, and since green does have a lot of army here, you gotta think he doesn't have a lot of villagers.
Yo's got a huge amount of resources left compared to L Clan True, though. I don't know whether True slung them away to the other
I don't
player,
I don't think this game is gonna take too long. Look at the population difference; it's just incredible. Red player and blue player just completely going ahead so massively on the population here. Both green and yellow under 100 population. Blue almost hitting population cap, and that's the GG already. They couldn't stop this heavy push here from the L Clan team here on the right side. And I wouldn't say expected, but actually it is expected. This win for the L Clan team.
I would say it is expected when you think you've got L Clan True and L Clan Rage, both seasoned DM players, up against Yo. Yeah, Yo is a very good DM player, but they're not considered top DM guys. Do you know what I mean? It's not surprising at all.
Yeah, the experience just plays a huge role, right? Especially when it comes to tournament matches, where some of the players are a little bit nervous, and that's where the experience happens.
what I've sort of found from just a slot watching what is coming is the RM guys do very, very well later on in games if they last past the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
They
agree
last
with you.
past our
Agree with
first
you.
10, 15 minutes. The RM guys do as well, if not better, than a
User
lot of the
joined your
DM
channel.
players.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello, Jeanette.
Which 1v1 should I cover here?
Well,
Well,
let's wait and see. Let's wait and see.
We will probably stick with Yo, because I think Yo is the best 1v1 player for SY. So one of the others, Jeanette, and if there's anybody else on that can stream the third game, then brilliant.
Taff, I came just to tell you that even if I am streaming Spanish, I would stop the Spanish stream to go to cover in English the 1v1. So if you need that, I will do that for sure.
Okay,
That
then
would be
we'll
awesome.
have all the 1v1s covered. That's really good news.
Yeah, I just came to tell you that. So don't worry that
Excellent.
we will cover all.
Yeah,
Can
we'll
you go-
do, and Nelson will do Yo. So if
Yeah?
Jeanette and Mem can sort out the other two players, then brilliant,
Okay.
we'll have them all covered, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
we talk
Do you have-
after. Yeah, tell me.
Do you have the stream key for AOC Zone?
Yeah, I have. I can go
Okay,
there. No problem.
cool. I will
So-
fix the title there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Later
thank
we
you.
talk
Thank
about
you, people.
what map. Do you mind, Janet, if I go for Regicide Fortress? I don't like
I don't-
waters.
I don't mind. Just go
Okay.
for AOC Zone channel.
I
Match
go there
doesn't
with
matter.
the Regicide Fortress for EOS.
Okay, sort it out
Okay.
yourselves, guys.
Yep.
Okay, see you later.
Thank you.
User left your channel.
Thank you, people. Thank you so much. And Mr. Goody
left your
ASD, the L Clan team took the first game on the deathmatch series, but do remember this is a best of 3, so they need to win at least two maps to make it to win the whole point. And that's 1 minute and 20 seconds to go until the second deathmatch game starts.
And I don't want to preempt, but you'd think, wow, this is going to be 2-1 for L Clan. There's going to be so much pressure on these 3 1v1s. It could potentially become 3-1 to L Clan.
Oh yes, I so agree with you.
We can have some more twitchy bums.
Oh yes, 40 seconds to go, guys, for the
Wow, and
second. Go ahead.
Guys, I still can't believe we haven't got over 1,000 viewers. You're missing so much, you people. When are you?
Yeah, on Saturdays, I've just told it usually happens. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at the civilizations. That's Huns and Franks. Huns against Franks. I'm gonna keep this on the point of view from L Clan Rage here. He's playing on the right side with Huns. Sorry, I have right now the wrong... Here we go, L Clan True. Look how many buildings he's already spamming. This guy's just so fast. It's not even normal. And loads of stables going on, a few barracks. Probably here at the back, the archery ranges. There you go. That's what usually deathmatch players do. He's going to be facing the other Huns player. So that's a mirror matchup, just like the game before. And on the left side, we'll have Franks versus Franks. Looks like Yo doing a nice job here, sniping one of the villagers here from L Clan True. So nice job by Mr. Yo, finding that villager and killing it straight away. Good job here by Mr. Yo. Looks like here Hinqua is able to do the same thing on the right side of the map, killing one of the villagers from Huns. From the red players, a nice job once more here by the Chinese team. A few
I wonder if
paladins.
they'll switch at all, because it's Franks, Huns, isn't it?
Let me tell you, I think we're gonna see loads of paladins this game. That's my feeling.
Do you think? I think we'll see paladins and cav archers.
Yeah, paladins and cav archers are my. I know it's a long shot, but that's what I think it's gonna happen here, guys. Fuel helps as well, as you can see, and
That's the prediction of the war is going. That is Nelson. That's
Yeah.
awesome job, mate.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Always appreciate it. Anyway, some fighting happening here on the base of red players. Small ratings happening as well on blue space. Taking a look at the populations, seems no big difference here. Both blue and
Much better start the SY in this game. Much better.
than the last one. I agree with you.
Yeah, they both attacked and they both hit each other both times, and you've still got a lot of villagers still working from Yinghao. So this is looking a lot more promising for SY.
Yeah, it's looking a lot closer, I agree with you. Even the populations, even though bear in mind, red player is still ahead, a little bit ahead of blue, for example, and L Clan True also a little bit ahead of Yo, but that's not the massive difference we just seen the game before, right? So this looks like it's a little bit closer, and
Here
this could
comes
be a
the
lot more
double
fun.
from Yo as well, I think, heading over towards range.
Okay. This could mean trouble. This could mean trouble here for the Huns player. Let's see how will
And it's
they manage to do this.
it's good timing as well because El Clan True is not coming down at all to Yo, so Yo is going to really help Ying Hao here.
Yeah, so that castle's not gonna go up, no big surprise. Yo manages to kill a lot of villagers there, 2 villagers, sorry, but the big fight is happening now. And yeah, well, let's, El Clan Rage is just way too experienced to fight that.
Look at the population tweaking and changing, they're doing a lot better.
Yeah, I just don't like
I
Yo.
honestly think the longer this goes on, the more is in favour of SY is going to become. Although Yo is now going to be very careful.
I'm not liking this fight at all. I'm not liking this fight for the SY team, to be honest. Yeah, looks, oh my god, look at that. Looks like Blue actually take a lot off on the population, but for some reason looked to me like Red was still holding this. And
but
once Green comes into play,
170 now for Ying Hao compared to 104 for
big
Rage.
difference,
Yeah,
big difference.
in DM it can change really fast. Don't get me wrong, but that worked really well. I thought that double for SY, and they timed it perfectly.
It worked a lot better than I thought at first sight, and they're pushing here. They're pushing here. That's for sure. I don't see a lot of army from Yo. He's only coming now with a few paladins. Could even think he could just go straight to Green and raid him a little bit, but no. It looks like he's coming here to where the fight is happening, and this.
Now they need to settle. Now they need to settle and take the ground. Take the ground. Take the hills. Get another castle up on top, right in front of Red. Don't take any more risks. I think their risk paid off. Now take advantage of it.
Yeah, that castle is all too well placed. That castle is all too well placed, isn't it? For El Clan right here, just at the top of that hill, gaining a lot of map control just because of it. And the fight is still happening here. It's still hard to call who is winning this. Blue player is well ahead in population of Red. That's something very good for the Chinese team. And looks like Mr. Yo and El Clan are very close together, as you can see. It keeps swapping who's ahead and who's behind. It's a lot of action here, and hard to call, Martin. I don't know who's winning this. I really don't know. It looks like the El Clan team went for trade first. I can see some markets at the back already.
They're both trading quite well. I wouldn't say there's no advantage at all. Yo is now starting to come out to trying to take a little bit of map control, but then so is True, as you would expect.
Chinese doing the same, indeed.
They just don't want to throw this away. Just kick around now, SY. Kick the ground.
Yeah, I'm missing a little bit of siege here for the Chinese team. Looks like it's coming now. It's slowly but surely coming. The Rams are there, the trebuchets are there as well, and if you really want to push hard, you do need that siege. Red here probably missing a few paladins. Yeah, I see mostly cavalry archers. I think he's missing a little bit of paladins to be able to hold his ground. But then again, it's always Blue.
I think El Clan True was quite slow, realizing that it is going to be a massive double push into Red.
Yeah.
He was slow coming up and backing up, and both Chinese players are above El Clan in population.
In population, indeed. And this is a nice little sneaky raid here by Mr. Yo, trying to kill the TCs from Green player. And while on the other side, hard to call. Still kind of a stalemate here. Hard to call who's ahead on this. Both players mainly cavalry archers.
It's a stalemate, Nelson, but it's a ground push by Blue. So as long as they don't lose that ground, I think Yo is doing really well against El Clan True as well. If you look, he's pushing through all of his area in the middle of the map. Yo is taking the map control.
Yeah, he's killing a lot of stuff here from Green player, that's for sure. That TC is gonna fall in a matter of minutes as well. And in the meanwhile, though, looks like to me like Red is doing a nice job of keeping his ground here. He still has those 3 castles alive. He has 2 trebuchets out, which are right now targeting that castle of Paladin, or sorry, of Hinghua, which doesn't seem to stay for a lot longer.
Has he got a hill advantage as well, hasn't he, on the trebuchets?
Yeah, that castle was just all too awesome placed by the Red player there, in my opinion. Really an awesome castle. In the meanwhile, Mr. Yo feels his teammate is losing ground here, comes in with a lot of paladins, and maybe this could swing the game even more in favor of the Chinese team, because Red player does not have too much army. Yeah, they need siege.
They need more siege.
The problem is it's going to be so hard to take those castles on the hill, isn't it, Martin?
Well, bypass the castles on the hill, start push to the right. See those 2 castles on the lower ground with the walls into the trade? Start to push in that area instead of fight where El Clan want to fight.
Maybe that's the
El
place to
Clan
start
are
attacking.
happy to fight exactly where the fight is happening now.
Little bit of lag spikes here, no big deal.
Populations are very good. This game's going a lot longer than the previous one.
Yeah, all of them over 150 population. All of them pretty much almost pop capped. So this is going really, really
are
well.
almost at pop, aren't they?
Both of SYs indeed. Looks like the L Clan team is not going to be too late to it, but they are still behind. And this is looking really good for the Chinese team here at the right side now. I see basically no army left from red player. I don't know if he's gathering at the back, but I don't see much able to stop this push here now from Mr. Yo and Paladin.
Now we'll really see if our prediction of the RM players are going to be better than DM later in the game, won't we?
Let's see, yeah, let's see.
We'll really see if SY, because they've survived the first 15 minutes in a good position, they're now going to use their RM skills and take over from the DM guys. I think they will, but we shall see.
I'm still missing the Rams though, right, Martin? Rams, the trebuchets, they are coming now, but Paladin still has 5 trebuchets here at the back, which he's not using, and I hope he will start using it before green player comes in with a lot of army.
It's much better now, I think. They got a lot more siege, they got a better amount of trebs. Yo needs to go and support though. Yo needs to go over. I don't know if they're all running low on gold, obviously.
A nice little sneak here by red player, killing all those trebuchets. 2 are down. He's probably gonna just go to one and kill the other ones. Nice little sneak here by red player. Very, very nicely done. And that castle is gonna live.
I think he's gonna keep all of his castles. Wow.
Yeah. Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
That was excellent.
3 castles, all of them still alive.
Oh, that was very, very well played by Rage then.
And look at the number of cavalry archers he has for himself now. That was just awesome play. That 4 castles there still alive. None of them goes down. And the population swinging a little bit. Well, I couldn't say in favor. I couldn't say in favor of the L Clan team, but they're even out once more. They've just even out once more.
I tell you what though, SY are trading a hell of a lot more than L Clan, huh?
Are they?
A lot more. Yeah. I mean, True is only on 9 trade cards. Yo was on 37 and Yinghao was on 30.
Okay, Yo desperately needs to come here and try to help his teammate. I don't see a lot of army from Yo, only a few paladins here. That's definitely not enough. I don't know if he has too many villagers maybe, or too many trade cards, I don't know, but he's full population, he's on full population, and I only see like 10 paladins, so that feels to me like that's not enough for a deathmatch game, right, Martin? I would have assumed he needs to have more army.
No, he's on Yo's... No, sorry, I'm on Rage. Yeah, Yo is on 25 army units.
25, that's not enough.
175 is eco. No,
175, that's way too much. Way too much.
Maybe one build.
Yeah.
His economy is still looking good, so he's in this for the long game.
Yeah, well, with 175 villagers, you have to have a good economy. But I feel like he needs more army. He does need more army. Anyway, it looks once more the Chinese team was able to hold this push, and they're still not going back.
I don't think Yo needed a lot more army at that point. He's taking ground instead. He's now starting to really push in towards green side, and he's leaving blue on his own on the right.
And both players here
he's
fighting
built
for that
solid eco, and if you look at the difference, I mean, L Clan True is right on bare minimum of everything all the time. Rage is a little bit better, but if you look at Yinghao and Yo, their economy is miles better than the L Clan players. A lot better.
Let's switch a little bit here between the point of view so that you guys can see it. As you can see, good resources indeed. Looks like L Clan True is the one that is hurting more at this point. L Clan True with yeah, the population still so close. Really hard to say who's winning this game. Looks both of the teams still have equally chances to get this, even though at this very moment looks like the Chinese team might have a slight upper hand here. Mr. Yo is pushing on the left side, while Hinghua, the blue player, is not losing ground either. On the other hand, he's actually winning.
I wouldn't say the SY team might have the upper hand. I say the SY team definitely have the upper hand. I think the SY players, look at the map control they got. They got 2/3 to compared to 1/3, and yeah, okay, it's the crucial 1/3 for L Clan because it's all their front for the trade route. But SY are 100% for me in the strong driving seat here. 100%.
Looks like Mr. Yo has pulled the gear down on his push here. Like looks to me like he's allowing green player to mass a little bit of army here. I see a lot of helps. I see some trebuchets, paladins coming in as well, and looks like that castle is gonna go lost for him.
They mass so fast, Nelson. So I don't think Yo is allowing him to do anything. But this is, to me, guys. Honestly, if I want to bet my money now, SY are winning this game.
You're putting your money on SY
This is
here.
1-1. I'm putting my money on SY. This
You're
is
putting your
1-1
money.
DM.
And this Rams could mean some trouble here for Clan Rage, which at the point doesn't seem to have any army to stop this Rams here. He's trying to wall this desperately. I don't know if he's going to be able to, taking a few targets as well. Yeah, the bad thing for Blue is he doesn't have anything to support those Rams. He's bringing in now the cavalry archers, and that's probably going to be the raid here on the markets, and that could be so bad for the Clan team. He's stopping in. I don't know, just move in, make sure you get inside, and that's what he does. He's gonna go for the trade now. He's gonna be able to stop it with, oh my god, don't let him wall that. Blue, go in, don't let him wall. I don't know why did he stop there. He just needs to go in, park his army here, and make sure he can kill loads of trade cards. He's allowing red player to come in with a heavy cavalry archers as well, and yeah, looks to me like he could have done a lot more damage there, Martin. It looks to me like it was a little bit slow.
They haven't got enough to stop that. They're gonna have to reposition.
They have deleted the markets.
Reposition.
Yeah, they have deleted the markets, so that was an immediate reaction.
They're gonna have to delete the other market as well. They're gonna have to go above those archery ranges, and that's gonna reduce their trade route.
Yeah, looks like
the whole time SY still got 2/3 of the map control.
Yeah, and Yo coming in with a few paladins as well. I think Hinghua needs to keep this Rams alive because he's gonna need them to push through this castle. He's sending them forward. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Paladin coming in. Sorry, Hinghua coming in with villagers. He's probably gonna put a castle there.
They're not stopping this because SY's economy is so hugely greater than Clan's that they can just afford to push in more and they're now in the trade, and now they're going to reduce the trade. Now this is
looking really good for the SY team.
More and more towards GG for.
I agree with you. Those sneaky trebuchets here from Hinghua were able to take down that castle. So now this looks like a free pass here for blue player and yellow to just move in, kill all those trade cards. Again, blue a little bit slow here. Go forward with your cavalry archers and kill those trades.
There's the remarkets again now above the archery range where I said they should have gone straight away, but no, they're not stopping this. Because just go through the ecos. Just scroll through them. Yo and Ying Hao compared to the others.
Mr. Yo with an awesome economy indeed. Mr. Yo, so many resources to spend, and he's probably gonna concentrate fully on this left side here where Clan Drew doesn't have anything to defend, and that's the GG. What an awesome play here by the SY team, defeating the expert deathmatch players. Who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought?
Well, we said 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, if SY are still in the game, then look out, because the RM skill is gonna come through.
Nicely done here. Good job, SYT, making this a 1-1 on the deathmatch. Really well done. And Martin, I think we need to ask people to put a password.
Ask people what?
Put a password.
It doesn't matter. It's DM. It's DM. It happens a lot. Don't worry.
I guess.
Once the DM finished, all of these guys won't be spectating. So it's DM. The players don't mind, so we don't mind.
Why would you? Let me just hope no one will see this.
Still doesn't matter, Nels. It's only DM.
Okay.
User joined your channel.
In the whole the Awakening event, we allowed everybody to come and spectate. If the players are happy, we are happy, guys. We're only here. A lot of the time, the players do not want spectators because they're worried about not just stream sniping, but delays and hold-ups and people talking in rooms. It just gets annoying for players, but yeah.
Dawnbearer, indeed, I'm a spammer, man. You should know that I'm a huge spammer. Every time Voobly goes down, it's because I spam things, my friend. That's what I do. I spam. Anyway, guys, this is the third game on the deathmatch series here. What an awesome deathmatch series we're having here. SY team, the clear underdogs when it comes to the deathmatch players, were able to put such an awesome fight here against Clan, even taking that point. Amazing, well. Martin. Amazing.
Really well. It is cannibalist. The score doesn't get updated. The deathmatch is a best of 3 for 1 point.
Yeah.
So whoever wins them will get 1 more point.
Yeah, we usually don't update the score on the deathmatch while the series is still going.
Well, you can't because it gets confusing. Because now we would be 2-all, and then all of a sudden it would be 2-1.
Yeah, I thought once of making it between brackets, you know, next to the general score. I thought making it in brackets, but I am not sure if it will look good on the scoreboard, so I'm just not gonna go for it, guys.
I was gonna do it underneath. That was my theory before. Instead of having Mortis come in third place batch best of 9, you then change it to the DM scores, but.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
nah, it's just not worth it. Everybody sort of gets used to it.
I agree. I agree.
When we do just DM and they're not playing any RM at all, then we update the scoreboard as it goes. But while the RM is going, it confuses people. Anyway.
Cito Santa. You can watch all the games you want. You just hope you stay on this channel as well. So don't go away, my friends. Stay here. Stay with us. We're still waiting here for the the countdown to start, and then we will go into the third deathmatch game. And let me take a look at the civs. What is it gonna be? Deathmatch game 3 is hidden different civs per team, so they have free choice here for the third game. What are we expecting to see, Martin?
Saracen Huns.
Saracen Huns, you think so?
And Goth Huns. One of them will go Saracen Huns. I'll say Clan are gonna go Saracen Huns, and SY are gonna go Goth Huns. There you go. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Let's see if you're gonna be right on this one.
My prediction.
And the spectator countdown is on. 1.5 minutes to go, people.
I'll be very surprised. We'll see. I reckon Sarah Huns for Clan.
We see many times Hunt and Goth, right? That's a very regular combination. But then again, we've heard from many expert deathmatch players that Saracens is a must. Some of them tell that. Some of them will say Mongols is a must. So
Hey,
I'm very
wake
interested
up.
to
see here.
Well, we saw Clan against TyRanT, didn't we? Goths, Huns, Sarah Huns.
Spanish
And they
Huns,
lost.
Spanish Huns. Would you look at that?
They've
Spanish
both gone
Huns.
Spanish.
So they're looking for the trade bonus. So that's the only explanation I have for Spanish, because they won't be allowed to use bombard towers. Keep that in mind, guys. The bombard towers are banned from WiC deathmatch games, and yeah, they're going for the trade. They're going for the trade. That's what matters the most for them. Anyway, you have here Green at the top side with Spanish. He's facing the Spanish. So again, a mirror match up here. So the player's gonna facing the exact mirror civilizations on both sides.
If True could get some vills from Yo here, if he's quick enough, oh, he's missed them all. Missed them all.
Is he gonna... No, he wasn't able to take that villager from Mr. Yo, so Mr. Yo is fine. As far as I can see, no one has lost a villager so far. And I see here Clan Rage going immediately forward, trying to snipe the villagers. Blue player doing pretty much the
they'll
same.
go double. I reckon they'll go double this time. They won't risk. They've just lost that last game. I reckon True and Rage will both double. You know.
Looks like you're completely right. I see a few paladins here on the low, crossing the middle of the map. It's still hard to say if they are going for yellow or for blue, but that could be the double. Indeed, that could be the double. In the meanwhile,
I think they need the double. I think really they've learned from the last game that if they don't kill these guys in 10-15 minutes, then they're going to be GG. So I think True is going to decide to defend against Yo, and he's going to use all his aggression to attack King Hao.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah, Green is there, but it looks like they didn't time the double very well, because Green is attacking Blue alone. So he manages to get a villager. That's a nice job. He does manage to get a villager, but probably that's not very much more he can do from this.
Yeah,
even
three
though
villagers.
no, nice, 3 villagers. Okay,
Yeah,
nice job there
3
by Red
vills.
as well. So nice job on that sniping there. Mr. Yo trying to do some raiding here on a green space. Looks like he's gonna get a villager as well from green player. Easy, yes, he is. There goes another villager down for Clan True. But looking at the populations, you could say, let's take a look at this. Red is ahead of blue. Red is ahead of blue.
Yeah, they're both in front.
Yeah, and green
They're
is
both
ahead
in front.
of yellow as well. So looks like
They're
so far...
180 to 140 as a joint team.
Yeah, so looks
But
like...
Red needs to push. I don't know why Rage allowed True to go and attack Blue, and then Red just stayed at home as if he was defending. He's defending nothing. So there's no point having huge army if you're not doing anything with it.
So let's...
It's slow again. It's slow again from Clan. Clan need to be fast to win this game.
Looking at the mini-map, Martin, I see a huge array of units going towards blue player. You see them coming from left and coming from the top as well. Mostly Helps and Paladins. And Yo seems kind of misplaced at this point. He now realizes he needs to go down to try and go and save blue player. Yeah, but this fight for blue here on the left side doesn't seem good at all to me. even though Red going back with his paladins for some reason, I don't know why. Mr. Yo needs to come in very, very soon to try and save this, because in my opinion, Blue is losing this pretty hard at this point. Look at the populations, 180 for Red player, 100, barely 100 for Blue. So this is clearly going good here for Clan Rage on the left side of the map. Yo coming in with a few paladins.
Oh, have you noticed Rage's castle right down on the markets of Yinghao? He snuck one villager through to build a castle right on top of Yinghao's markets.
He could have been a little bit more ambitious, though, don't you think? He could have been a little bit more ambitious.
He could have been a bit more, but that's still a good place.
Yeah, it is. No, of course. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Very good placement indeed. He's gonna stop this castle from Yo as well. He's even gonna try to wall this. As you can see, he's a villager there, and Clan True is there to try and save that villager. So I think he's gonna be able to play this castle, or is he not? No, that sneaky cavalry archers managed to kill that villager, so the wall is not gonna go up. That's for sure.
Close match.
Close, very close,
pops,
very close.
I mean, look at the two pops, so...
Blue player is hurting, right? Blue player really hurting at this point. Mr. Yo seems to have the upper hand in comparison to Green. But
he does.
Yeah,
but Red is hugely above.
Yeah, it's
but
over
he needs
100
to make
population.
advantage. He needs to take the ground now. He stopped the markets. That's within 10 minutes, and he stopped the two markets. Look.
Yeah. On the other hand,
that's sneak.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that sneak with that castle is giving him the ground and the attacking space. They've stopped all the trade instantly.
Yeah, was really a good idea. Yeah.
This is within the 10-15 minute range, so the DM guys are now taking advantage.
Let's see. Looking at the populations, Mr. Yo still doing good when comparing to Green player. He's still ahead of him.
Yeah,
the problem is clearly
Blue is being hit by both.
Yeah. Blue is down to 50 population. This is really hard.
It's not the 50 population, it's the stopping of the trade as well. There is no trade going or even thought of being able to run for SY, so yeah, this is definitely in our clan's favour now.
Yeah, you can see
they've used their DM speed.
Yeah, you can see a small raid here by Mr. Yo into that castle of Red. Looks like he's going to be able to take it down. But I do think Mr. Yo is probably not concentrating on the right spots. I would think he rather needs to keep his teammate alive, and he should be fighting these cavalry archers here at the bottom. That's my feeling, at least. He manages to get one castle down. That's always a good job. Let's see what he's able to do from now on.
The problem is you're always going to end up alone, though, isn't he? Because Red is hurting Yinghao so much.
He manages to get inside there on Green's base and try to kill that TC, but Green coming with a few conquistadors, and he will be able to fight this off with no problem at all. And let's take a look at this fight. Mr. Yo doesn't look like he has a chance against this. He's gonna be versus 2. That's his biggest problem now. Blue does have virtually no army, a few cavalry archers here indeed, but he's gonna be fighting 2 huge armies.
Am I allowed to do one Membrio? This one.
You're calling GG already. You're calling GG.
This is GG.
GG already in Martin's opinion.
This is GG. Clan GG.
Who, to be fair, has been doing pretty good when it comes to the predictions. Gotta give credit where it's due. And yeah, Mr. Yo doing what he can. He's low on population though, losing a lot of numbers now, only down to 130 population. Hingwa still didn't manage to get over 100 population. Again, he keeps losing units, almost down to 50 population once more, and I'm afraid this is the end of the line for the SY team when it comes to the deathmatch games. They're still gonna try, of course, but what a huge sling, oh my god. So Clan Riches has received a huge sling here. There's probably gonna be more and more paladins. I'm gonna need to be on rage. Yeah, there he goes. All of his stables are queued with paladins. So when he loses units, some more come in. So
look at the populations now.
Yeah. Hard.
Both L Clan players are popped out, and you got Yinghao left on 56 with no trade.
And Mr. Yo acknowledges he has no
GG.
chance.
Well, but to be fair, well done SY guys. Wow.
Well done taking one game.
2-1 DM against those top DM players.
That's really
Well
an
done.
achievement, you gotta say. That's incredible play here from SY team. Now let's take a look at fast at the achievements. Look, there was a this sling just happened at the end of the game. We did see that. Army numbers huge for Elkland Rage, huge 164 army. That's so big, and he was indeed the MVP of this match. There's no doubt about that. Really nice job by SY though.
Yeah, well played, SY.
Let's fix the score, boys, and that's
I bet-
1-2
I
favoring
bet you
Elkland.
if you asked True now, Callan and Rage, I bet you they were worried the hell. I bet they pooped themselves.
Oh, shake there. They were shaking
what I mean?
before the
DM?
third game. They were
Wow.
shaking. They were shaking.
Top-
Believe me.
Top DM players playing against RM guys, and they were worried. So fair